What's going on, folks? We are here for the finale of Season 8 here from Nashville Superspeedway. Man, one more race to go to decide who will be our Season 8 champion tonight. 1.33 mile track. Going to be a lot of fun and a lot on the line today. Let's go down trackside. Qualifying about to be underway here. Find out who can get the pole today and get themselves into some good track position. As we've said, a lot on the line today. The Championship 4 drivers all about to make their best entrances today. Seeing what they can do.
It's now 89 Fahrenheit.
What the heck? Oh, that's our spotter. Might want to turn that off. You know what? We'll do that in just a second after qualifying. I knew I forgot something. Can't go through all the pre-race checklists and you're like, oh, you know what? I got to turn off the spotter and the in-race radio and all that kind of stuff just so that you guys don't hear it, but it's all good. We forgot that one step today, but we'll get to it. James Thurston on track right now. Qualifying about to be... Hey, this is huge. This track is going to be all about track position. Staying up front will be massive. Looks like Thurston going to slow down here before the end. Adam Garza to the front. That looks like for a second. Yes, it is. 30.01. Very, very quick. Who else is on track here? Mark Whitley. Looking to get a big win today. Brady, man, that car's a handful right now for him. James Thurston still. Who else is on track? Christian Angel. Looking to lock in that Challenger Championship today. Little spinaroo right there. Kenny Reel, number 11, looking to solidify his Dark Horse trophy. Don't see Joseph Mealy in the session right now. I'm not sure if he had any like a last minute issue or something, but not good that he is not here. Mealy is the leader right now entering this final race for that Dark Horse, but he is not here. That's unfortunate. As Blaze Crawford won last week, trying to get back-to-back wins to finish the season. Looking more and more likely. Very, very fast in practice and can definitely pull it off today. Brandon Six scrubbing those tires. Looking really good right there. Who else is on track up to speed? Matthew Fleming looks like maybe just got off pit road, so we'll wait for him. Zelazny right here. Going to come across the line. Blaze Crawford looks like he has the pole for now. 29.95. Very, very quick lap. Who else? Steven Schmecker. Here he is. One of the Championship 4, going for that championship today. Points. We'll talk about that in just a second, but man, a lot to talk about today as this race goes. 150 laps. Schmecker going to cross the line here for his, looks like his warm-up. Brandon Bowie just made a lap here. P4. As he sits, might try and best it right here. Let's see where he ends up on his second lap right now. P4, can he improve it? Looks like he will not be able to, so P4 for him, will do. Currently in P13. Brendan 6 moved up to P9, by the way. There he is. Michael Johnson 16th right here. Man, everyone going for there. Oh, look at this. James Thurston just got himself to the top. 29.91. Awesome lap right there. Now, again, regular season, whoever gets this pole, you know, normally they get that one extra playoff point, but playoff points today don't matter. It's all about stage points, bonus points, right, for fastest lap or things like that. 0x. As qualifying about to be done here in just a second. Looks like Championship 4 pretty well spread out. A bunch of guys didn't qualify. So that should be it. James Thurston going to be your pole sitter today. From the front row, Blaze Crawford, Garza, Brady, Brandon Bowie, your top 5. Going to be a quick 5-minute warm-up session, as usual. Going to let them do their thing. We're going to step aside for a second, folks. Thank some sponsors. We'll come right back.
Fancy like Husky, fancy like Husky, fancy like Husky, fancy like Doggy bowl empty, Lakers pool sleeping, Rug pull, cash grab, NFTs delight, Rug pull, cash grab, idiot.
Welcome back, folks. Right now it is the finale for the Season 8 Championship, the Battle Beaver Championship today, a part of the championship series this season. So again, new format today. Last 3 races, Auto Club Richmond, and then now here at Nashville. The top 4 drivers, their points, whoever has the most points at the end of this race is the champion. And man, right now it's been pretty fun as we got through all 2 races, and now today from Nashville. So again, points entering this race today. Let's show them off. There we go. So right now, Thurston obviously 115, Bowie 101, Smecker with that 96, and then Hagen, man, unfortunately has 50 today. Going to be need a lot of help today to get that championship, but you just never know what can happen, right? So we will see. But that is the spread. Obviously, the contenders and the challenger points are right there as well. Whitley and then Angel, respectively, are leading their tournaments. So looking to try and get their championships as well for kind of like a secondary and third tertiary championship. So looking pretty good right now. Cannot wait to get this thing going. About a minute left to go. Again, this is the championship series. Man, it's been a lot of fun this season. I feel like it's been just progressively getting better and better. I mean, today, low numbers, 22 cars on track today, but that's typically to be expected for these championship last races. People don't have much to go for. Richmond last week we saw almost 30, so pretty sweet. Today we're going to have hopefully a pretty clean race, decide the champion, and then hey, on to season 9 we go. So pretty cool stuff. Very happy to see how this ends up. And going to be a lot of fun. So we'll see it. We're going to try and do points as we go, by the way. So for the Championship 4, we're going to try and do maybe not live points per se, but we're going to try and do points updated after the stages. So just to give us a better idea of where we stand for these guys. So should be a lot of fun. Man, 150 laps, 3 stages. We're going to get down to it in just a second. 10 seconds now to go until we get it going. Real quick, have to shout out all of our amazing sponsors this season: Harpoon Design, Premier, Setup Shop, Hosky, Cardano, Admin Box, SynCams, man, Battle Beaver, just incredible people. And yeah, a lot of, hey, you know, I know it's like online virtual racing, right? But hey, these guys make it all possible and provide some great feedback, great support, all kinds of cool things. So appreciate having them. We'll talk a lot more about them as we go. But hey, right now we're going to get down trackside here in just a second and get ourselves underway for this Battle Beaver Championship here from Nashville Super Speedway. 1.33 miles of just crazy racing. It's going to be a lot of fun. I am very, very excited to see how this race goes, how it gets started. And right now, that we're going to go down trackside, take a look at the starting lineup for today's Battle Beaver Championship. Right here on the front row, on the pole today, James Thurston. Arguably the favorite for the most part of the entire season. Right here, he can do something that has not been done yet, and that is a Murphy Esports Championship, the Driver Championship. Keep in mind, too, we don't always advertise it, but that team championship is extremely tight between Murphy and Bowie Esports. Bowie has won that for the past 4 or 5 seasons. Murphy can finally dethrone that team. Let's see if they can win the double-double today and go for the team and the championship, Drivers Championship, in one race. Blaze Crawford, you know how good he is right here, our Coke Series driver, starting in P2. Trying to go for his 3rd win of the season here today. Max Brady rolling off P3. Adam Garza, 4th place. Jackson Anderson rolls off in P5. Brandon Bowie going for his 3rd championship today in ASRA. Man, can he get it done? We're going to find out. Not too far back from Thurston, 14 points. Can he make it up? Mark Whitley in P7. Christian Angel, P8. Devin Schmecker, 9th place. Brandon 6 rolls off in P10. Second half of the field, John Hagan needs a big points day today. Needs some unfortunate bad luck for the guys in front. It can happen. Schmecker not too far back either, but needs some things to go their way. Kenny Reel, P11. Followed by Fleming, Halsey, Gasorn, Ryan Sharp, Will Doe, Van Drugmond, looking to cap off a good season for himself as well. Ethan Delaire, Michael Johnson starting 21st, and then Travis Lasky looks like he'll be starting from the pits. Not sure what happened there, but we're going to get this thing going right now. One more lap to go until we figure out how this race begins. The Battle Beaver 150 here from Nashville on race day. Gonna get one to go here. Pace car lights are off. Thurston will start from the pole here. Man, stage points today will be absolutely huge. And we're going to keep track of points. After the end of each stage, we'll try and update you guys on point situations. Some things might be difficult. At the end of the race, we'll have to, try and figure out who led the most laps, who had 0 incident points, things like that. So we will try and get a live answer if we can as to who our champion is. Shouldn't be too hard, but race details for the day. Here we go. 150 laps today. Stage 1, lap 50. Stage 2, lap 100. 75% fuel, 0 fast repairs, and 3 green-white checkers if necessary. This is the Championship Series sponsored by Battle Beaver. About to get it going right here. Auto Club, Richmond, and now Nashville. 3 different tracks, 4 different drivers. Only one champion, though, at the end of this race. Let's get it going. Pace car going to pull off right here. Starter cam. He has that green flag ready to go. There he is. Green flag is out for the championship race. Lap 1 underway. Give that 1 point to James Thurston for leading a lap today. That 1 point at the end of this could be massive. Right now, a bunch of guys right behind him, though. Blaze Crawford, look at 3 and 4 wide here almost in the back. This track is extremely hard, especially with this tire, though. You have to get yourself woed up before these corners. It's just a tad shorter than your typical Charlotte, Texas, things like that, right? 1.5s. The concrete here makes it a lot more interesting than those asphalt tracks. Good stuff already, though. John Hagen working with Devin Schmecker, two drivers needing to have maximum day to day. Cannot allow their competition to have any kind of good points hauls. And the thing is, again, today with only 22 drivers on track, man, you really need to have some luck go your way today as Hagen hits the wall there out of turn 4. Scott Kasorin already in the grass right here, mowing the lawn in that Budweiser machine. Gonna keep it going though. Looks like he's doing pretty good to get through it. Solid job, Halsey. Man, Matthew Fleming, everybody back here is just in shambles. Halsey, a little how you doing there to the inside of Ryan Sharp. Ryan Sharp gonna try and go 3 wide here in that 79. Michael Johnson, 39 machine right there as well. Has the EOL from a prior incident. And Michael Johnson going to give him Delaire right there. A little bit of a little love tap. And so far, we keep it going. But yeah, Scott Kasorin going through there. That was pretty scary. A couple of guys here in the back blinking. Who is that? Is that Fleming? Fleming, not normally a guy who blinks and has connection issues, but today might be in trouble there. But looking good so far. Thurston up front. Crawford, Garza, 1 through 3. Jackson Anderson going to be in P4 right now. Crosses along Brandon Bowie. Liberty Crypto, welcome in, man. Appreciate you guys stopping in. Hey, say hi in the chat. It's the championship race today. Getting it going, man. Last race, lap 7. Race should go by pretty quick. Again, less drivers, which also means more green flag racing. That typically is how that usually works out. A lot of guys here are very, very good. Kenny Reel having a little bit of an issue right there, a little loose. Back in 20th right now. Have to be very careful in trying to get yourself around this track. It's going to be a full, sunset transition race, mostly a daytime race right now as we're seeing it. Track temp around, I guess air temp around 82 degrees. So, gonna cool off as we go. More grip. Right now, though, loose. These guys will have to continue on and battle it out. But long runs, I think, is going to be the storyline today. A big narrative, right? So, can you hold on to your tires? Can you be there for the stage ends? Lap 50, lap 100. And keep in mind, too, right? There's no stage yellows at the end of these stages. So we're going to just keep her going. So long run speed today, I think, is going to be absolutely key to stay up front. James Thurston, all he needs today is a good day. The math is simple, right? He's got a 15-point lead right now. 14 entering this season, or entering this race, excuse me. But 1 point for leading that lap. 15-point difference right now for James Thurston. As long as he finishes ahead of Bowie, Hagen, and Sprecher pretty much in the stages and at the end of the race, that's going to be it. So definitely have to be close. Trevor Zelazny did something on pit road. I don't know if he came down and smashed it. Hold on. Came on. Let's see. What happened to Trevor Zelazny here? Super loose out of turn 4. Yeah, just came down into the front stretch, down into pit road, it looks like. I think Scott Kasorin maybe did something similar. He'll be okay, though, as he continues on. Unfortunately, he went into pit road. That might be a penalty. As we continue on in the race right now, single file for the most part. Devin Schmecker making a move in P9 up against Christian Angel. A quick update on the championships, obviously, we're not going to have instant points for the contenders or the challenger bracket, but we will try and do our best with the actual championship point standings. And obviously, coming into this race, these were the points. So again, Thurston with that 115, Bowie with the 101, but now that Thurston has that one lap led, he is 15 points to the good. That dark horse chase as well. I mean, hey, Mealy's not here. Kenny Reel, though, is. So he is right now kind of in that catbird seat, able to really, really pounce. Really, his only competition, I feel like, in this race right now is going to be Will Doe. Will Doe has a 20-point deficit to Kenny Reel in that dark horse chase. Villalobos not here. Dallaire is too far back, in my opinion. 50 points back of Reel. So I think Kenny, hey, just needs to have a solid day today. He can pull off this dark horse chase. For those of you who don't know what that is, dark horse chase was basically just something that we created. It's basically all the non-playoff drivers. Once the playoffs started, they all their points reset to 0, and their season kind of renews, basically, right? So everybody who didn't make the playoffs, season restarted, and basically whoever has the best points after this race, right, through the playoffs, is that dark horse chase winner. So Kenny Reel so far is that guy, but Will Doe having a slightly better day right now in P16 right there, but has to make up 20 points. Not sure if that's going to be possible without some significant improvement on the running order. Stage points will definitely make that happen, but try and see what he can do as the race continues. But Thurston, half a second lead right now up against Blaze Crawford. Adam Garza right here in P3. Anderson in P4. Very, very fast right now. Brendan Bowie in P5. So a lot of guys. I think this is going to be, again, the storyline today, right? I got a bunch of comments about Nashville. Hey, you know, Nashville's not going to be the best show. It's not going to be the best, product to watch necessarily, or maybe even race on, right? Because Nashville, with this car, with this tire, it's not the best, I guess. It's not going to be 3 wide, all race long and multiple passing opportunities. Unfortunately, it's just one of those tracks, right? But that's why, with the championship series that we have, it is so crucial to have a good, first couple of races, right? So Auto Club Richmond, and then now today at Nashville. It matters how you do the entire time, and that's why we kind of went away from that standard system that NASCAR uses now, right? With that one race playoff at Phoenix. Now it's more about consistency. Makes things a little harder, right, when it comes to points and when it comes to, like, okay, who's got the most points and who's got, whatever. Sure, and we'll try and figure that out as we go, but I think this is a better way to decide a champion over the course of 3 races in this case versus one race where, you never know what can happen, right? You can get taken out, you can get, all kinds of things, but we've never had a winner or a champion who's gotten screwed, I guess, from, one of those situations. But I think about Blaze Crawford, actually, a couple of seasons ago. I mentioned it, I think, last week, but had an unfortunate connection issue. I think it was after stage 2 of Homestead, I want to say. I could be wrong here. And I think he won the stage and then just poofed, disappeared, lost internet. But so that really didn't do well for his championship, obviously. He probably would have won it based on how that race was going for him. So really a shame, but sometimes that can happen, right? Disconnection or internet goes down or electric goes out. It's kind of like, it's like the virtual online version of popping a tire, right? Or having debris cover your vents or whatever, radiator. One of those things, but it can happen. Back at the field real quick, Trevor Zelazny, about to be swallowed up here. Had the spin out on the front stretch on pit road, but right now still looking pretty good. Didn't hit anything. Really just needs a quick caution here to hopefully get himself back around. Either way, will probably be the lucky dog, though, if a caution were to come out at some point, even if it gets passed. Scott Casorn well out in front of him, too. So Scott's kind of by himself here, but able to continue. Braxton DeWeese? I probably butchered your name, man. I'm sorry. Thinking about joining next season. Looks like a competitive league. Yes, sir. I mean, definitely looking to get some more competition. A lot of fast guys. And, you know, you never know who's going to stay and who's going to go, right? That's kind of the fun part about silly season, right? Off-season stuff. But it's all good. You know, people stay, people go. And we have a good community here, I think. And we will see, but always looking for fresh drivers. A couple of names I've heard are going to be joining next season, and I think it's going to be even more competitive. So, going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, I appreciate it, man. If you go on to ASRAiRacing.com, you'll see the website, and on there is a Discord link, so you can hop in the Discord and yeah, learn more. Brandley with HDR clean sweep, except the real championship. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's possible, right? Whately looking pretty good for the contenders, and Christian looking really good for the challenger. Will Doe definitely in the possibilities of it can happen, right? I think he's going to need some, again, just, you know, just some luck or some track position, but possible. Ryan Sharp off track. Oh, no, way down low on the inside here. Car looks pretty good, though. I don't see any damage. Maybe some slight left side damage. Looks like he's going to just park and bring it on home. Little disconnect right there. Oh, yeah, pit box disappeared. That's called a rage quit, boys and girls. That happens. Unfortunate for him. His season ends just like that. James Thurston right now still in the lead by about 0.3 of a second, but Crawford is catching up inch by inch right here. Oh, nice. Okay, thanks, Braxton. Perfect. The website's not the most advanced thing in the world, but it's a good landing page for guys who want to, instead of like, hey, join www.discord/FTJ614, like you kind of give them the whole thing. It's like, you know what, just go to the website, click the link, and off we go. It makes your life a lot easier. Matthew Fleming taking the scenic route right here on the apron. You can do that, right? And it's funny, I don't see a lot of guys doing this on the ovals nowadays, is they kind of cut that tri-oval down onto the apron. Matthew Fleming just did that. Looking pretty good right now, though. Adam Garza, P3. Let's take a look at what's going on in his cockpit. We like to do a little thing called the Hosky Hot Lap. Let's get it going right now. Hosky Hot Lap, Adam Garza right behind Blaze Crawford. Making a move here. Leader's about to pass Trevor Zelazny right there up ahead. But slow and steady wins the race today, man. Looking very good. Garza not in the championship hunt right now. Took himself out of the running because he had some other commitments. But man, I'll tell you what, if he was able to really make you know, like all the races and whatnot, make the playoffs, I really feel like he would have been right there with, you know, the likes of his teammate Thurston, Smecker, as well as, you know, Brandon Bowie, Hagan, guys like that, right? A lot of guys are just so good, but right now you can see him. He's catching Crawford right here. Draft definitely matters. I'm hearing actually Michael Johnson may be having an issue here. Hold on. Oh, way off track. Our first caution here going to be for Michael Johnson. And lucky for Trevor Zelazny, I think he wasn't passed right there by the leaders. Huge for Trevor Zelazny. Good stuff to stay in front. But yeah, Michael Johnson Don't think I see any damage. So what happens here? Let's go back a ways. Find out what went wrong. Oh, God. Fleming just right hooks him. John, did a good job slowing down for it. Kept it going right here. Yeah, very, very interesting. Fleming is definitely not that guy to just, kind of hook. I wonder if Fleming got loose here, maybe. Definitely seems like that might be the case. Kind of just bobbled and Johnson was there, but unfortunate. Johnson's car looks pretty good, though. I mean, not a lot of damage here, so unfortunately, though, back there for the EOL that he served, or that he got before. But pit road time, big, big implications here. Lap 32, the entire field coming down pit road, so a lot of guys making the move, and a good time now, just by the way, even if to all the drivers, if they're watching, who have raced this season, obviously it's the last race of the season, so we're not going to get full attendance, right? That's just how things work in iRacing world, but just want to shout out to you guys for making the league and making the series really, really good, really exciting this season. A lot of great moments and a lot of great things went down, so very excited to see where we go next season, as well as just where we've been. So appreciate all of you for sure. Devin Smecker looks like he's going to beat off his, not his teammate, but Blaze Crawford, actually, off pit road. So there he goes. Some early strategy potentially. And this could be big too, right? To get some early track position to put yourself in position for the stages. That's massive. Only 17 laps to go here before stage 1. So that could be crucial to getting yourself back to where you need to be. Here I am, still with the Hosky hot lap on the screen. Hey, they're not going to be upset by that, but oops. Hey, once in a while, man, we do the thing. Here we go, though. Choose rule is about to be underway here. Down low and up high. Choose rule is so key. Been doing it all season. By the way, little birdie tells me that next season we're going to bring back the choose car. That should be pretty cool. Choose car, if you don't recognize what that was, or if you weren't here for seasons past, we've done the choose rule, right? Which you just saw. We use right now the, go low or go high of the start line to choose your lane. But the choose car we did as a gimmick for like 3 or 4 seasons. And basically somebody goes out here, backstretch, parks the car. You go left or right of that car. It's all nice and shiny orange and whatnot. Works actually extremely well. But very, very cool. So we're going to try and bring that back next season, as it's just one of those things that is pretty cool. So lap 34 going on lap 35. 15 laps to go before the end of stage 1. Big time movement right here. Crawford, Smecker up front. Smecker is the control car. Gonna get it back going right now. Smecker and Crawford. Not a great jump for the inside lane. Oh, big bobble here. Gotta watch out. A lot of guys making moves. Max Brady gonna go around the outside and gain a couple spots here, man. Good jump for him, but both lines didn't really have a good jump. As these restarts, we know how important they're gonna be. And right there, give one more point to Devin Smecker for leading that lap. Let's look at these guys, man. Max Brady was outside, now he's way down low here. 3 wide is Brendan 6. Right in between. Oh, Max Brady bobbles. They are still 3. Wheeldo going to give Brendan 6 a bit of a bump right here. Outside lane does not really work here as you would like it to be. Kind of a one groove racetrack. You can make it work maybe on fresh tires as we're seeing, but not easy, as Trevor Zelazny in 13th. finds himself back in the mix here. Everyone quickly getting in line right here. Van Drugman, haven't talked much about him so far today, but up 14 spots. Did not qualify, as he infamously does, and on the way right past Blaze Crawford here to get himself through. Garza making the same move down low as well. Man, a power move. 3 really, really fast drivers. Blaze Crawford got loose out of turn 2, and you can see that just tells me how fast they're going, how much they're pushing right now, right? They know the restarts matter the most, but I'll tell you what, if we get a super long green flag run, you are not going to want to be doing this. Big bump right here. Adam Garza going to get sideways just a little bit. Max Brady. These guys, man. I know one of our, talking points earlier on was tires, right? Save your tires. I've got a feeling we're going to see long green flag runs today, but man, when you got, it's so hard, right? When you have guys coming this hard through the field. They just, they just throw out all, oh my God, Delaire. He's still sideways. What did DW used to say? He's slideways. Man, these guys are just not giving an inch right now, as he's going to go 3 wide again. Johnson into Lasney. Everyone's overdriving the crap out of these corners. They're trying to get that track position right. This track is just so difficult to pass. As up front, we're still seeing James Thurston just continue on. Ended up getting past Devin Sprecher, and now Anderson back up to P2. Great run so far for him. As we're on lap 42 now as they cross. Having a solid run right now, man. All these guys. Garza. Ooh, Brady got real loose. Off the edge of Christian Angel in P8. Mark Whitley right there as well. Bit of a bumper, front bumper damage actually there from Mark Whitley. Maybe on that restart where we saw that kind of a big checkup, right? That could be where that came from. Still looks pretty good though. Doesn't seem like it's affecting the speed. But man, bumper cars all around right here. Everyone though able to really stand their ground though. Looking pretty good. Looks like the track is definitely starting to come to them. Max Brady, Lord, maybe not him though. As he just about spins it out of 4. But keeps it going. Man, solid job. Brandon 6. Oh, Lordy. Hard hit for 6, man. That was a big hit. Toe might be off of that car, that right front. Just couldn't save it. We got a glimpse of it. I'd love to go back and take a look at that, but we can't, unfortunately. Oh no, Brendan Bowie was just off the track as well. What is going on right now? We can take a look at this real quick. Brandon Bowie, Championship 4 driver. What happens here? Just super loose off of turn 4. Goes through the drive-through and continues on. Man. Stakes are high, pressure's high. Cannot afford mistakes like that, especially lap 46. Now Brandon Bowie, who was about 3rd spot, is now out of the top 10 for the stages. This is exactly what James Thurston has wanted to see. Just need a little bit of a hiccup from the other 3 competitive drivers for the championship. Devin Smecker, his teammate, right there too. That gap, though, is about 17 points. Maybe a little more, actually, according to my notes here. So that's, man, guys really got to lock it in. Take a quick look at Brandon 6 real fast. Yeah, that right front's pretty well banged up. Hit the wall again right there out of turn 4. Definitely a frustrated driver right there. I am sure he's not happy. Season has just not gone well for him, right? He's just, I don't know. I don't know what it was, what the case was. But this season, man, we know how dominant he has been. All-time ASRA leader in wins at 28. And, man, unfortunately, just has not gone well for him. One thing or another for Brandon 6 this season, but I've got a feeling he'll come back next week, or next season, excuse me, strong as ever. James Kaufman holding on to top, or 20th place right here in that 25 machine, looking pretty good. Scott Gasorn, we saw a drive through the grass earlier, but still in 19th. Austin Halsey, 18th right here. Kenny Reel and Will Doe kind of side by side here, so 16th and 17th, but man, big moment as right here, lap 50. Just like that, James Thurston gets the 10 points for the championship. Those stage points are so key. As Smecker gets 8 right there. Hagen looks like we'll get the 1 point for finishing in P10, so stage 2 underway just like that. Lap 100 is the mark. A couple of guys really doing pretty good right now. Jackson Anderson in P2. Devin Smecker, 3rd spot. As Blaze Crawford and Adam Garza round out the top 5. A good moment right now, I think, to go to Race Day Nonstop. We'll thank some sponsors, but we will continue the racing action. Stick around, folks.
Fancy like Husky, fancy like Husky, fancy like Husky, fancy like Doggy bowl empty, Lakers full sleeping, Rug pull, cash grab, NFTs delight, Rug pull, cash grab, idiot.
All right, folks, welcome back. Right now, we are in stage 2, lap 56 right now. Lap 100 will be when stage 2 ends. We'll try and get a quick update on the point situation as we know it. Right now, as they run, this right here is how they entered this race. So, again, Thurston 115, Bowie 101. And here we go. This is the newest, fresh off the print as they run point situation. Thurston with 126. Smecker, again, with those third spot stage points. 105. Bowie fell out of it right there at the end. 101. And then Hagen has not been able to find any stage points there. Actually, he has one, excuse me. So that is where he's at. So these guys right now, this is where they run right now. On points. Unfortunately, man, yeah, Hagen probably out of it at this point. Again, just based on points and what they can still earn in this race. Damn good season for Hagen, obviously, but unfortunately not able to really make most of it here as we continue. But man, very good run. 4 wins on the season. Our driver with the most wins this season, very, very fast, but just honestly overall really inconsistent as it's been. It's all good. Bowie, Smecker, and Thurston really have still a good shot at pulling it off, right? I mean, Thurston right now very dominant up here in P1 still. A lot can happen over the course of the last 90 laps, right? But man, right now we're seeing these guys, and keep in mind too, we saw these guys racing hard at the start of this stage, and if this thing goes green for a long time, man, what does that mean for these guys for the long run? Thurston really didn't have to race that hard because he was already out in front, right? Anderson, for the most part, in that same standing as well too. But Garza, Blaze Crawford, Drugman, man, these guys were really racing hard at the beginning. And right now they're not right there with Thurston as they were before, right? They were, 2/10 off at the end of stage 1. And before that caution came out. So we will see. Long way to go still. But Thurston looking like he'll be able to pull this off today. Just based on speed and where he's been. Just locked in as it sits right now. Quick update on the drivers back at the fields. We're still seeing Brandon Six back here as well. Scott Kasorin, James Kaufman. Looks like fighting here for 20th spot. Austin Halsey in P18. The battle here again for that Dark Horse trophy between Will Doe and Kenny Reel. Kenny Reel is up front, and again, he really just needs a solid run today for Kenny Reel. Just needs to finish ahead of Will Doe a couple times, right, in the stages, and can't have any big mistakes out of Kenny Reel, and he'll be good to go. So Kenny's been around here for a while, and one thing, man, he's come really close to a couple wins on super speedways. As Max Brady, hold on here. Max Brady might be having an issue or a connection issue. Don't see him on track anymore. Try and get a look. Yeah, I think Brady might have had a... I'm being told Brady Alt F Ford in the chat. Interesting. Okay. I'm not sure why we would do that, but... Hold on. Let's see if this shows anything. Oh, kind of tank slaps. Did the same thing Bowie did, but kind of kept it going straight. Yeah. Okay. Alt F Ford himself. I get it. I get the frustration. I do. I do understand it, but I mean, he was right there at top 5. But again, I get it, right? Entering this race, let's take a look at those standings, right? Brady, not really in the picture there for that Challenger playoff. Christian Angel's a lot more points, and Anderson right there too. So it's frustrating, I'm sure, but that is part of it. Last race of the season. Gonna happen. So, Thurston still up front as we see him. Anderson, I will say, man, having a great day today so far. P2. And I feel like, and maybe this is just me, I'm sure he'll mention this to me later on, but I feel like regular season Jackson Anderson was really good. Did a lot of good things. But then when the playoffs hit, man, I don't know what happened in that round of 16, but wasn't really able to find himself in a good spot. I probably feel like he should have been in the contender playoffs, right? Based on how good he is, how much he's developed, but just didn't really maximize. As right now, we're going to see 3 of our 4 championship drivers all in a line here. Hagen, Schmecker, and Bowie. But this is what I mean, right? Lap 68, and we're seeing a lot of these guys as Scott Cashorn comes down pit road. And we're going to be in that time frame here soon, right? Where tires and fuel are going to be screaming. Everyone last pit on lap 35. So tires and fuel will definitely need to be considered here shortly. Jesus. I got Brentley Roden in the chat absolutely kissing my ass. I'm just kidding. No, I appreciate you too, man. It's been a lot of fun. Brentley Roden, for you guys who don't know, is the owner and I almost said paint, whatever. He's the painter, sole owner of Harpoon Design, and a lot of fun with them on board. Obviously, I say them; it's really just him. But I mean, on board this season, last couple seasons, and it's been a fun time. I gotta say. I mean, we've seen Whitley, one of his drivers, win a couple times. 2-time champion in Mark Whitley with that Jawa.gg machine. Always really, really good. So, hey, been a lot of fun. Always is. But I appreciate the kind words. Always a good time. It's crazy to think that we've gone 8 seasons, right? And it's next season, season 9. Starts up pretty quick, actually. So for those of you who watch now or in the future, man, season 9 starts up August 19th. So we are wasting no time. Normally we take like a 6-week break just to kind of, revitalize, get through some stuff, and it's usually pretty healthy. But now, hey, it's a 4-week break. We're getting right back to it for season 9, and slightly shorter season. A couple of different rule changes, not really changes, more so additions. Every season something, 1 or 2 things happen, circumstances that happen on track that you're like, we don't have a rule for that. And you just kind of have to implement it from then on. So good stuff, solid foundation, and looking forward to see, who signs up and who jumps aboard, and we're going to continue to just kick ass as we do. Right now, lap 73, so almost 2 laps away here from halfway in this Battle Beaver Championship race here from Nashville Superspeedway. James Thurston leading the race right now so far, has also led the most laps as we sit. So keep that in mind. That's 3 more points if he can get the most laps led as well as the fastest lap. That is some information that is not aware to us right now, and unfortunately. But right now looking very, very strong. Kaufman, Zelazny back at the field. Will Doe starting to lose some grip right here. Was pretty well close to Halsey and Kenny Reel, but they have definitely separated, as Dallaire kind of slowing up here as well too. So looking pretty good as we continue on here. Matthew Fleming went through the grass a little bit earlier on, but doing pretty good. P12 right now. Michael Johnson up to 11th place after his EOL. Hey, if you're going to get an EOL, do it in the last race, but obviously he's going for that bracket as well. Again, right, Michael Johnson right there, right behind Mark Whitley. Trying to go for that Contender Series championship, but not quite there yet. Long way to go, though. Mark Whitley is definitely well, seemingly doing the better job today, right in front of him as well. So good stuff. Brandon Bowie in P8. Bowie's one of those guys, and if you've been around ASRA long enough, you know that Brandon Bowie has been definitely close, to me, but also like the league as a whole, right? Brandon Bowie has been instrumental, I feel like, in development of the league and the series, and he's ready to bounce ideas off of, right? He's been around the block so many times, right? I mean, him and Michael Johnson, both ex-Coke Series drivers from back in the day. And they've seen it all, man. So it's good to see Brandon Bowie still here, still fighting for it. Two-time champion, just like Mark Whitley, trying to go for his third here, if he can. We'll need a lot of things to change in this race as we continue on. But man, good stuff so far for Brandon Bowie. Hagen right here in P7. Devin Smecker in P6. Smecker, I mean, I talked about Hagen earlier, right? Just super good day, or super good season, 4 wins, but just wildly inconsistent, I feel like, for Hagen, right? Either wins or he's crashed out, right? It's one or the other. But him, having that success this season, I think is really cool. And hey, if he comes back, I think he'll be definitely a force to be reckoned with, as we're seeing some big battles right here. As 6 trying to stay on the lead lap right now, letting all these guys go respectfully. Good to see. Devin Smecker, the first to come down pit road. I like the move, though. Hey, get that undercut, get the fresh tires, use them early before the other leaders come down. This could be huge today as Devin Smecker makes his move early. Now, my question is, right, Devin Smecker comes down pit road. Who else does that force? Like, who's he going to force to come? Christian Angel. Here we go, 13th. As the light's starting to come on here momentarily, sunset is approaching. Everyone doing their thing right now. So when do the leaders come down pit road? Thurston. Garza has actually gotten pretty close here to Thurston. Garza had to pass Anderson right there a little bit. Garza looking very, very fast on the long run, as we've seen him just do. So curious to know if Garza can get it done today. Surpass his teammate. Whoa, Daryl Young in the chat. Thank you so much, man, for the $4.99. Appreciate that, dude. Not sure where that goes necessarily, but it's all good. Blaze Crawford comes down pit road. But no, thanks, man. I know you're on your cruise in Alaska or Canada, somewhere in the in that realm. So hopefully we're on the Jumbotron somewhere. On the what'd you call it? The Lido. Not Lido deck. The poop deck? What is it? I don't know. One of those big poolside things, but I trust that you fulfilled your promise. Just kidding. Adam Garza right now on pit road now. So he coming in from second place. And this is the time where I get nervous, right? I mean, right now, long green flag run. But we've seen some times this season, right, where guys, they spin out trying to come down pit road or trying to slow down, right? That's why at tracks like this, I kind of like pitting as late as possible, because you just don't know what can happen. Expect 4 tires here at Adam Garza. Rights and then lefts. There they go as James Thurston screeches on by. Lido de Seaside Theater. Love that. As they say, picks or didn't happen. Just kidding. Van Drugman now on pit road. Mark Whitley as well already on pit road servicing that car. The front end might pop out right there. Okay, no, it didn't. So he'll still have that damage. But doesn't seem to be that bad, to be honest. So looks pretty good. Van Drugman. 4 tires and off they go. Thurston gave up the lead. So here comes the leader right now. Jackson Anderson will take that lap right there. Lead 1 lap as he goes. Thurston, this is one of those things, right? We always talk about late race pitting, right? The money stop. You cannot mess it up, right? To finish your season or finish the race, I guess. But right now, hey, every pit stop tonight could mean a championship or not, right? You have to get into your pit box, not speed down pit road. Everything you do here today definitely matters. As James Thurston, 4 tires and fuel, we expect that. Fleming as well. Looks like as well, 4 tires, James Thurston, all these guys. But Jackson, Hagan, Bowie, Michael Johnson back up to P4 right now, battling his team owner, Brandon Bowie. Blaze Crawford trying to make a move here throughout as well. And this is what I'm talking about, right? Fresh tires versus old tires. This can also cause a big stir as Michael Johnson gets 1 lap led there too. Jackson Anderson, John Hagan down pit road. Lap 89. We are well past the halfway point of this race. Quickly approaching the end of the race and the season. Michael Johnson, when does he come down pit road? Adam Garza on the fresher tires. Interesting here, though. Look at this. Garza. Right here. Number 8 machine. But look at where Thurston is. Behind him. So through that transition of green flag pit stops, Adam Garza had the better pit stop. Got himself out in front. That could be huge. Again, track position here I feel like is going to be absolutely key as Ethan Delaire, Will Doe both come down pit road. Ethan Delaire, you know, he's still in the hunt for that dark horse chase, but so many points back that I just don't think it's going to happen, especially with how many people we have right now on the track. Kenny Reel, Michael Johnson, Brandon Bowie. Oh, Johnson spins out. That's what I was talking about. If that happened 20 feet before then, I think that would have brought out a yellow. But good job for Michael Johnson. He's going to fire that thing back up or just go super slow. I can't tell what's going on here, but everyone else doing their thing. Brandon Bowie comes in from the lead, gets that 1 lap led. Lap 91. Again, 9 laps away now from the end of stage 2. And Brandon Bowie just went about 60 laps, if my math is correct here, on fuel, maybe 55-ish laps. So what does Brandon Bowie do? 2 tires. Maybe 2 tires is the move to get some stage points. Try and stick to out front. No, it's not. Left sides only. Off he goes. Trevor Lasney, Michael Johnson, both in. In the lead goes back to Blaze Crawford for the first time tonight. So a big move there for Blaze Crawford to get himself that lead. So, but again, look at this top 5. I mean, after green flag stops, look at how quick and how tight these guys are right here. Crawford, Garza, Thurston, Van Drugman, Jackson Anderson, all within a second right now of each other. That is crazy considering, you know, again, green flag stops and you got to be efficient. Get on, get off the right way. Very impressive. As Devin Schmecker is in P6 right now. A good run today. A typical Schmecker race, I feel like, today is what's going on. Very, very fast. As let's take a look at real quick on board. Go Hosky Hot Lap for Devin Schmecker right here. Look at that sunset out of turn 3. Definitely blinding. Still a bit loose here out of turn 4, but keeps it going. You can see those top 5 drivers right there in front of him. Right now, just a solid job getting through the field, getting through the traffic. Once these guys catch all that lap down traffic, and again, green flag stops do that, right? They spread the field out quite a bit, and obviously that'll get a lot going on too. But right now it is the championship series. 3 races, 1 champion. Blaze Crawford in the lead right now. Adam Garza in P2, but man, for how long? Stage 2 ends in 4 laps. And there are 5 drivers under a blanket trying to go for that stage win. We're going to keep the battle right here on this top 5. Try and see who can win the stage. Again, if you're Thurston, right? You just got to think bigger picture. You don't have to win this stage. You've got right now about a 16-point lead. Again, as they run. This is the points as we know it, not including bonus points, at the end of the race, but 1 lap led and stage 1 points. Thurston's got a healthy lead right now on the points. Smecker obviously behind him. That's Garza. Gonna finally try and make that move around Blaze Crawford. Big battle here, but again, this battle, yes, it's for the stage. It's also for those team points, right? Keep that in mind. Murphy Esports, Bowie Esports. Right now, Bowie Esports not having a great day today. A couple other guys didn't show up. Really, it's just Michael Johnson, 6, and then Bowie on track. But with the success of Murphy Esports so far in this race in particular, they are well on their way to that team championship. That is a huge day for them. Lap 99, lap 100 right there at the line. I think it was Garza who got the win for the stage. Man, awesome stuff right there. Thurston with the 8 points. Awesome battle right there. That might have been our closest battle. I did a terrible job of documenting it, but I think that was one of our closest battles right there at the line for a stage. Very cool to see that. Garza with the stage win. Again, it doesn't really matter, right, for his championship hopes or playoffs, right? He's not really a part of that, but everything matters, right? For your pride, for whatever it is. Always trying to do the best and be the best. And look at Blaze right on the back end of Garza. Man, battle is just so close right now. Awesome stuff right now. Just getting in a quick word with our points analysts, I guess you could call them. Just making sure we have all the information we need to show you guys how the points are right now stacked up. We'll get to that in a little bit. now, though, Crawford, Garza, Thurston, all really fighting hard here. Van Drogman, Jackson Anderson, not too far back either, as we're seeing James Kaufman go a lap down. Big battle here, actually. Smecker and Hagen fighting side by side here. This is for P7. P6, actually, excuse me. As Mark Whitley still, man, look at that gap. Huge gap right here between 7th and 8th, about a 6-second gap. But a solid run, right? P7, or P8, excuse me, for Whitley. Angel, his teammate, right behind him. These two most likely going to be winning the Contenders and the Challenger playoffs, which is pretty awesome. So hey, it's not the big trophy, right? But it's definitely something to bring home. I think that'll be confidence booster maybe for someone like Christian Angel, who, man, has had some success here in this league, but not, you know, a win per se of any kind. And, you know, to bring home a trophy of some type is not a bad day, not a bad season. So Mark Whitley, hey, he's got a couple of the big boy trophies for the championship, right? 2-time champion, but contender champion, secondary, sure. But hey, you know what? Still another piece of hardware to add to the shelf. Up front, battle is still raging, man. These top fives are really digging. Blaze Crawford up front still. Very, very quick. I've got a feeling, though, Garza, right before they came down pit road, he was right there. Very quick on long runs. And he is much closer now. So if this thing goes green, the rest of these 42 laps, a lot can go down for sure. Let's take a quick break, folks. We're going to go another race day non-stop. We'll thank some sponsors, and we'll come right back.
Fancy like Husky, fancy like Husky, fancy like Husky, fancy like Doggy bowl empty, Vegas will sleep in. Rug pull, cash grab, NFTs delight. Rug pull, cash grab, idiot.
All right, folks, welcome back. Right now, it is lap 112 of this Battle Beaver Championship race here from Nashville Super Speedway. The final race here of Season 8 Harpoon Design Cup Series. Big battle here still. Blaze Crawford, Adam Garza trying to go for this win today. Man, Blaze wants to win this race. Try and get 3 wins on the season. Adam Garza trying to go for his first win this season. Hard to believe, right? Adam Garza. I mean, obviously, there was that the unfortunate post-race penalty at Homestead where he crossed the line first, but wasn't awarded the win, unfortunately, from the penalty. But hey, you know what? He is definitely the kind of guy who can win in this series. And man, what a better way to see him win this race to finish off the season. Would be pretty cool if that were to happen. Van Drogman, though, might have different plans. He's got 2 wins of his own in a very, very fast driver. What is this on the screen? Lordy. Ubisoft Connect just wants to I don't know. Okay, cool. Thanks, Ubisoft. Appreciate it. A little bit of product placement there, I think, out of Ubisoft. Didn't click on it. It just popped up. So, gotta love that. But Crawford, Adam Garza, hey, again, we're live. You never know what can happen. PCs get second thoughts, apparently. Lights just came on as we just saw. Track turns a different color. Right now, Adam Garza, talk about Hosky Hot Lap. Look at this thing right now. As we are deep into the trenches here with Blaze Crawford. Lap 116. Garza trying to make it work here. Lap traffic will play a role here in a little bit. Look at this. Ethan Delaire, Will Doe up front. I believe Austin Halsey as well in that mix. But Adam Garza has that preferred groove down low. But Blaze making the outside lane work. Probably killing their tires, though. Keep that in mind. Later on, if we see them kind of fade away, look back to this moment here as Van Drugman is right there on the back end, too. So, a quick update, by the way, as they run. These were the points right here. As they entered Stage 1. But now, these right here are the points as they run right now. James Thurston, 134 points. Schmecker, 110 points. With Brandon Bowie at 102. Excuse me, 103. And then Hagen at 55. So, again, excluding bonus points and 0x points and things like that, right? Most laps led. Oh, Delaire right in front of the leaders. Into the wall, kept it off those guys. Good job right there for Delaire to control the chaos. Good move. But right now, as they run, this is it. And with that gap right now between Thurston and Schmecker being 24 points, only 22 cars are in the field, so the points are very, very close. I mean, at this point, without bonus points, Schmecker would need to win this race, and Thurston would need to finish dead last. But again, with the bonus points, a lot can happen. We will get you all the points at the end. We will declare a champion for sure. Oh, who's that? Kenny Reel! The one thing that couldn't happen for Kenny Reel has happened for his Dark Horse chances. Here he is. Right here. Big moment here for him. Front end pretty well damaged. Only our second caution of the day here. With 29 laps to go. Man, this is going to be a barn burner finish. Unfortunate. What happened here to Kenny Reel? Kind of just a spin out here, but it doesn't really tell me a whole lot. Let's go a little further back maybe and see what happened. Here we go. This might tell us. We might not be quite right there, but yeah, this might not really show it, unfortunately. But just based on this angle right here, just looks like he went around. Hard to tell, obviously, if he was around anybody, but don't have that replay. But that'll bring everybody down pit road. This is huge now. This is going to be everyone's last stop. You can definitely go the distance on fuel and tires, right? So what do? Does somebody take two here? I don't know that you take two tires under yellow, but I have seen crazier things. As this ends, look at this. Garza, Van Drugman already off. Garza leads the way here. Blaze Crawford looks like he'll take four tires. Looks like my two-tire call might have been what was made by a couple of guys here. Christian Angel, Brandon Bowie. good time for these guys to fix some damage right and make some things happen. Kenny Reel on track, or on pit road, excuse me, still not good. Again, the gap for him was 20 points. But again, Will Doe didn't really, he didn't get any stage points, I believe. So that's really what he needed today. But again, a lot can still happen. Just never know. Lap 122. About to finish off this season. Again, a huge thank you, by the way, all of our sponsors all season long. Harpoon, Premier Setup Shop, Hosky, Cardano as well, Admin Box, Whiplash Sim Cams, and then Battle Beaver. Man, a lot of cool things. Appreciate everyone being here for it and supporting the league. Hey, Season 9 is going to get better and better. Very excited to see how Season 9 goes. Took a lot of driver input for Season 9. So we'll see how that works out. A lot of things staying the same, but a good amount of things are also changing that I think are for the better, right? Every season you kind of do better and better things, and you kind of learn from the season before, and it's going to be awesome. Cannot wait to get it going, but definitely thank you to all the sponsors for making it all happen. As we see right now, the yellow flag was delayed, or going back green, I should say, was delayed. That usually tells me that somebody got EOL'd for the choose every single time. Our race control, Matthew Kent, up there doing that. Appreciate him for sure. He makes everything work as we're here in the booth. So good to see. Also, shout out to Chris Lewis, who gave us a hand as race control back earlier in the season when Kent was unavailable. Appreciate all you guys too. So everyone making this big machine work, always fun. But lap 123, probably gonna go green here. Lap 125. Yeah, so we'll have 25 laps to go here to crown a champion and to end season 8. Oh, Kenny Reel in the chat saying just snapped on me, didn't even throttle down. Oh, weird. Yeah, I mean we've seen that a couple times now with a couple guys, so that's not good. So I will say, hey, mathematically right as they run, James Thurston has that 20-something point lead. Let's take a look real quick just to make sure our math is correct. Yeah, 134 points versus that 110 for Smecker. So 24-point lead right here for Thurston. So if he finishes right here, roughly in this top 5, it's not going to matter where what he did or what somebody else did for bonus points or 0x's or whatever it is, because he has that gap to make it. So all Thurston has to do is have a nice, clean, consistent 25 laps, and he will bring home that hardware. We're not going to jinx it yet, though. 25 laps to decide it. Adam Garza, Jackson Anderson in the front, back green for a wild and chaotic finish to the race and the season. Adam Garza, big move right there. Already has the lead. Good stuff right here, but right behind him, a big old mess. Anderson holding on to that 4th place. Lost a couple spots already. Blaze Crawford has the car with the fresh tires. Fleming just fell down right there a lot. Really fell through the cracks there. Devin Smecker, Blaze Crawford trying to make something work here. Hagen as well. At this point, Hagen pretty much knows he's not going to be able to win this championship mathematically. Devin Smecker, the closest to be able to do it. Brandon Bowie, again, gap is just too big right now. As single file already straightening out. Christian Angel, P9, Mark Whitley in 10th spot. Everyone trying to get to the front again. Track position so key in this race. And right now, Adam Garza going to try and hold on for for what I believe was a 2-tire stop. Now, don't quote me on that. That's based on the times they had leaving pit road. Oh, Hagen just kills the wall out of 4. Van Drugman, though, is there. Van Drugman looking to get his 3rd win of the season. And this is a driver similar to what Blaze Crawford has done, right, this season, where they haven't been able to, be here the whole season. But man, when they've been here, they are just lightning quick. And Van Drugman maybe going to go for his 3rd here, right, with Blaze Crawford down low of James Thurston. Again, for Thurston, this is a big picture moment, right? Just got to get yourself to the checkered flag. Big battle here. Christian Angel, Brandon Bowie, Whitley, and Fleming all together. Caution flags out. Back in the field, Dallaire, Michael Johnson. A bit of an issue here. Brandon Six maybe came down pit road at the right time because he is right there as Lasney as well, already on pit road. They might have snuck in before the caution flag came out. Let's see what happens here between the two. Ethan Dallaire looks like went off track. Let's take a look. Oh, wow. Big hit for Johnson and for Dallaire. Man, let's go back. I want to slow this way down because watch the net code. They tag, but then like Johnson just turns left. That's not a natural movement of a race car after being doored essentially. They were 3 wide, but yeah, I've got a feeling that was some kind of weird net code. I just don't see how that would turn Johnson hard like that from that kind of contact, but maybe I'm wrong. But either way, hard hit for those two. And a big decision here to be made, right? Garza, Drugman, all these guys look like they're going to be out here in the front. But guys like Brandon Bowie, Mark Whitley, we're seeing Smecker as well come down pit road and beyond, all coming down, taking tires. This is a good move, right? You've got nothing to lose now. Put yourself in an offensive mind frame. Try and win this race. Try and make something happen. Points-wise, maybe not going to be able to win the championship, but you can still end your season on a highlight. Garza, though, in P1, he's come close to winning a race this season. A couple times he's finished 2nd place. Made a move here to be out front. Drugman, though, is very quick. Definitely on the up and up. What will this mean? I mean, what is Garza going to do to win a race? Garza going to try and make this happen right now as we get to the choose rule. Drivers will go down to the apron for the inside lane and up by the wall for the outside lane. Is everyone going to make their move? Inside lane, obviously the preferred lane, but sometimes you never know what they decide to do as everyone makes their move here. Going to be 17 laps to go when we cross the stripe for the race. Again, the Battle Beaver Championship race here today from Nashville. For those of you who are just tuning in, it's not who finishes ahead of the other 3 for those lime green drivers on your tower, like what NASCAR does now at Phoenix, but it's been a culmination of 3 points races. Auto Club Richmond to the now here at Nashville. So the points as they run right now through all those races, or those 2 races, as well as through stage 2, are right there. Thurston has the best shot right now, has the biggest points advantage. just needs to have a good end of this race. But we are going to get down to it. 17 laps to go here from Nashville. Will we see more cautions? I don't know, but we're going to see something for sure. 17 laps to go. Green flag in the Geico restart zone. We are back green. The biggest question I have right now, can Garza make it to the end with his tires? Or will guys like Brandon Bowie and behind, can they get to the front as well and try and get this win? I mean, they have the freshest tires. They can really push now. Everyone doing what they can. Blaze Crawford has fresh tires as well. Jackson Anderson, the same. Oh man, that track position, the clean air as well is just so huge as Blaze gets real loose. You can see the hands just going left to right there. A lot of movement in that cockpit, but keeps it under control here. Still loose. Look at him. Oh, Brandon Bowie has nowhere to go here. Has to go way low here. Bowie going to be loose and into the grass, into the inside. That'll be a caution flag. Crawford just trying to drive the wheels off of that car, and sometimes that can work, right? You can definitely make it work, but right here, pushing too hard. And man, Brandon Bowie, unfortunately, the casualty of that, got involved with it. We'll go back a little bit, try and see what happened here. Looks like Brandon Six maybe as well had a moment. Yeah, I mean, Crawford bounces off the wall there and has nowhere to really go for Bowie. And then around he goes. But actually, I think what might have caused the caution actually might have been Brandon Six. Hold on, I'm being shown something here. Oh, so Six kind of does the same thing. That whole line kind of checks up. So teammates here kind of getting the worst of it. Let's see if we can go back a little bit right when Bowie has his issue. Okay, watch Six here. Oh, he's already having an issue there. A little, yeah, with Scott Casorn. We can go back there and take a look, but yeah, it looks like he had a similar incident with Casorn. So man, just hard racing, I guess. As Smacker makes a move here to come down pit road. Maybe take some tires and try and go for it, right? I mean, why not? You're going to have probably 10 laps to go. You're probably going to restart 11th, maybe 12th. Fresh tires, yeah. I mean, it might be a possibility. It might work. But as we work our fourth caution, again, probably going to be 10 laps to go here once we go back green. We do get the 3 green-white checkers if that's needed. But a lot on the line, right? Team championship as well as the driver championship, both being decided tonight. Team championship, man, it was very, very close entering this race, but right now, unfortunately, with the bad luck of, the Bowie Esports drivers, right now Murphy Esports has done very well in the stages and whatnot, so it's maybe too early to call, as they say, but definitely could flip it. But the way it's looking right now, Murphy Esports might be walking away today with 2 trophies. Awesome to see. As right now, they're going to be choosing right here, up high and down low. Bunch of guys making different moves here. Late race restarts, right? I mean, man, this is where I think for Adam Garza, I think this is good for him, right? Don't let those guys on fresh tires catch. So if we get a couple more yellows, maybe get down to green and white checkers, and that lead, that lead car, right? P1 always has a great advantage of jumping that restart, right? In the box. Could be massive. Could be a walk-off win here for Adam Garza. I know he would really appreciate that. And man, what better way? If the championships go, the way that I think we all think it's going to happen, man, Garza capping it off as well with a win would be a nice touch. So we'll see though. Hey, Jackson Anderson in P2, he is not shy from it. He's looking to get himself a win here as well at the end of this. A couple wins himself in his career. Daytona, as well as the All-Star race back at North Wilkesboro, I believe it was. Could be wrong on that, but shooting from the hip here with memory. But there we go. 10 laps to go. Adam Garza, Jackson Anderson going back green here for the final 10 laps of the Battle Beaver Championship and Season 8. A big move. Oh, no, Garza gets clear, but look at the rest. Jackson Anderson, money shifts or something there at the very end. Oh, no. Not what needed to happen for a lot of these guys. Anderson, I think, did what Hagan did last week or the week before. Just completely blew the restart. Spun the tires, money shifted, one of those things for sure. In a big, big moment. Oh, man. Bunch of guys involved here. Not a ton of damage, though, out of what I'm seeing through the field. Garza got that spot right there. Hagan, Thurston, though. Man, oh, man. I mean, let's go back and take a look. I mean, sometimes you just don't know how these things can end. So green flag here. Let's ride on board, actually, Jackson, real quick, and find out what happened. Yeah, spun the tires. Van Drugman got the worst of it. It looks like he's going to be way in the back now. Man, he had a fast car, too. All right, one more look from above here. Let's see what goes down. Yeah, you can see it. Just Jackson just around he goes. Whitley got through. I mean, really, yeah. Van Drugman had it the worst. Everyone else able to kind of continue on, but man, that is a tough break for a lot of guys. Actually, a really good break for, John Hagan, James Thurston, Christian Angel, right? A lot of these guys snuck on through, and that is huge. So, fifth caution right now. Kind of saw it coming, right? When we had that caution flag come out with about 25 laps to go, I'm like, man, this might be one of those races where we see just, kind of like, back-to-back-to-back cautions and whatnot. Hopefully we see a nice end to this race, but at this point, man, it's getting dicey. Getting dicey. The way Hagan and Thurston are right now, Hagan, again, he's in a good spot, P2. I mean, shoot, maybe even in a good spot to win the race at this point. But, unfortunately, too many points away from able to win this championship. Solid season, though, either way. If he can pull off this win, that'd be pretty awesome, but at the end of the day, it wouldn't be for naught. But Thurston, right there in third spot, choose again. Everyone making their moves here once more. We'll have 6 laps to go at the line. If things end the way they do right now, Thurston definitely has the best look at it. Smecker, Hagan, and Bowie just don't have the points entering this race, but also how it's transpired throughout the race. Hasn't been what they've wanted. But man, you talk about consistency and just how the season has gone on, right? Doesn't have the most wins, but man, Thurston has definitely been there throughout, for sure. Marshall Harris in the chat saying, I feel like Christian will win this race, talking about Christian Angel in P6. I'll tell you what, definitely possible. Be a great time to see a first-time winner. Let's get it going, though. 6 laps to go here at the line. Who can get this win from Nashville Superspeedway? We are back green. Hagan, a bit of a bobble right there. Garza going to get a great jump, as that leader does. Big bobble out of Blaze Crawford there, trying to get through that field. Hagan going to fall actually like a rock right here. Didn't get that preferred groove. Christian Angel looking to get through as well. Man, look at this gap though for Adam Garza. This is exactly what he wanted here. Already a 6/10 gap with 5 laps to go. Thurston in P2. Blaze Crawford working side by side here with Blaze. Teammates Christian Angel, Mark Whitley about to be side by side here. Brandon Billy with the fresh tires. Devin Smecker as well, right? These guys took tires a second ago. They can really fly through this field if they can get it, as Blaze passes Hagan with 4 laps to go. As they sit with 4 to go, Hagan, Bowie, and Smecker aren't going to be able to catch James Thurston in points to win this championship. Thurston just needs to finish right there. Two and a half laps to go for Adam Garza to get his first win of the season in the last race of the season. James Thurston now 2.5 laps away from possibly the biggest win, the biggest trophy of his iRacing career. 2 laps to go here. Adam Garza. James Thurston, man, they are fighting hard right here. Blaze Crawford, John Hagan, I think they're going to get in each other's own way. Fighting too hard to try and get to the front. And the caution's out. Oh no. James Kaufman right at the line. Almost got the white flag, but we were not able to get there. Unreal. James Kaufman, I believe, might have been... Oh, he has the damage, but it looks like it's going to be Scott Gasorn, actually, who might have caused this one. Oh, okay. Kaufman's backwards on track here. Where's Scott Gasorn in all this? He's back there as well. Okay, let's go back a little bit ways here and find out what happens in the back. Let's see what goes on. So Kaufman and Gasorn are in the same ballpark here. Oh, Kaufman just loses it. Looks like out of turn 2. And around they go. Gasorn got caught up in there as well. Man, you hate to see that. I mean, you know, a couple of guys back of the pack fighting for nothing. Going to change the outcome potentially of this race. But that's kind of the magic, I guess, of current day racing, right? Non-playoff drivers could affect playoff drivers' races and championships, but I'm not saying that's the case here, but it's just one of those things that, you know, I'm just saying what we're all thinking. Okay, guys? Just... okay, well, we're going to get our first green and white checkered attempt. Sniper Designs, Garza won Homestead. Well, I mean, he crossed the line first, but due to the rule book, he did not, based on a post-race penalty. So we can argue about that all you want, but that's the rules. That's how it works. And if the same thing happened in an A-class race or things like that, I mean, it would have been a black flag or whatnot, so it's all good. But first green-white checkered attempt. We do get 3 of them, so keep that in mind. There are 3 attempts. We'll go green this time. And if we get a caution before the white flag, we'll try it again. And then we'll try it again another time if we have one more. But on that 3rd attempt, if we get to that 3rd green-white checkered attempt, we will only do it once. We'll throw the yellow flag out if it were to come out, right? Obviously throws the yellows. But if a caution happens, the race will end under yellow. So obviously we don't want that, but we will see how these restarts go. Now, obviously, I think this still helps Garza a lot just because that leader gets such a huge advantage based on the gap, right? But oh no, Thurston. Uh-oh. Choose rule police. This changes everything, actually. Unfortunate. James Thurston, again, no official word just yet, but getting the EOL here for the choose rule. Let's see something real quick. I hate being that guy who rewinds on a broadcast, but I can't go back to when it actually happened. Let me just find out what happened here and see how he chose. This is the choose right here. I mean, he is dead middle. Yeah, that's justified, in my opinion. Back to live. You hate to see it, but the choose is a simple rule. Before that start-finish line, you're either on the apron for the inside lane or you're up against the outside wall for the outside lane. He was smack dab in the middle, so unfortunate. He'll be restarting 13th. We're still not in you know, we're not worried yet, I think, if you're in the Thurston camp, but things definitely got closer points-wise. We'll see how it all ends up. Right now, though, we have a green-white checker to finish. Here we go. Garza and Crawford. Attempt number 1 at the green-white checkered in a great jump from Garza. Oh man, Blaze actually got really loose there on the outside row. That's not gonna do well for him. Look at Christian Angel in P2 fighting right here with Brandon Bowie. Bowie, always respectful driving, but right now, I don't know. Last race of the season, that might be thrown out the window. Do we get the white flag here for Adam Garza? Whitley around. It's the white flag. Yellow flag will not come out. The Start Industries, 1 to go for Adam Garza. Unbelievable. So good all season long. In wrecks all behind him, all over the place. Adam Garza, I get it. Felt robbed after Homestead. But today, robbed no more for Adam Garza, the winner of today's Battle Beaver Championship race from Nashville. Huge win for Adam Garza. First win of the season. And couldn't have come at a better time, man. Adam Garza, a huge W for today's race. P2, Brandon Bowie. P3, Christian Angel. Unbelievable job out of Christian Angel to finish P3. Blaze Crawford, 4th. John Hagan, 5th. Devin Sprecher, P6. Van Drugman, 7th. Fleming, 8th. Halsey, 9th. James Thurston, 10th. P10 for Thurston. Incredible job out of Adam Garza. Doing the burnout on pit road. All right, I like that. Man, just super impressive job out of Adam Garza to win today's race. Awesome job for Adam Garza. We're going to come right back, folks. Might be a bit of an extended break real quick before we talk to our top three, just so we can get the points done real fast. That way we can let everybody know what goes on. We'll come right back, folks. Stick around.
Fancy like Husky, fancy like Husky, fancy like Husky, fancy like Doggy bowl empty, Lakers pool sleeping, Rug pull, cash grab, NFTs delight, Rug pull, cash grab, idiot.
And you can see it right now, folks. Breaking news, unofficially, of course, you know, in case any post-race points, things or whatnot. But hey, there they are. Adam Garza, the win today from Nashville. But more importantly, the bigger picture, James Thurston, the Season 8 ASRA Harpoon Design Cup Series champion. We'll bring him back in just a second here. But man, unreal job from these guys. Let's go back real quick and show these guys off. Obviously a lot going down here post-race, but man, James Thurston going to get the job done here as his teammate wins the race. Banged up front end right there, but gets the job done. Let's bring in real quick. We always go 3, 2, 1 for the finale. We'll bring in your champion at the end. Let's bring in real quick. Let's actually go back real fast. Just some house cleaning real quick. Let me bring in, here we go. Gonna bring in Christian Angel, finishing P3 on the day today. Where is Christian Angel? Try and bring him in real fast. Here he is. Here's the man right now, Christian Angel in P3 today, man. What an awesome run you had late in this race and got the job done. P3, man. What do you feel?
Steve, we're celebrating tonight, baby. We got a top 3 and we won Challenger. We have pure cinema, Steve. You couldn't ask for a better way to end it. This is peak.
I mean, yeah, that Challenger, I know you've been, eyeing that for a couple of seasons now, and definitely got the job done today. You really just, put on a clinic, man. You did the thing, man. Awesome job. Anybody you want to congratulate?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Brantley, Harpoon Design, the best in the business. Thank you for Brantley putting me in this car a couple seasons ago. Couldn't do it without him. Daryl being an awesome teammate. Mark really helped me out tonight a lot. Just kind of helping me some different lines. Will, obviously, and obviously our favorite person in the world, Vector. Vector, that was for you, baby. That was for you, Vector. It was all for you.
All right, man. Hey, good stuff, dude. P3 to finish. I think this might be our first podium conversation all season long. Is that wrong?
Nope. You're right, Steve. And you know what? We're gonna go celebrate with some Wendy's chili and a 5 for Biggie bag. That's what we're doing.
I'm in. I'll be right there with you. I'm definitely making a run after this. Good stuff, dude. Always happy to have you, man. And congrats.
Thank you.
There he is, Christian Angel. P3 on the day. Best finish of the season and Challenger Series Championship, man. Unbelievable. Good stuff for him today. Let's bring in P2. Who the hell finished second? Brandon Bowie finished P2. Is he available? He might be. Let's bring him in real quick. Here he is. Brandon Bowie in the booth right now. Steve, that's my name. I don't know why I said my name. But Brandon Bowie, P2. Brandon Bowie. I'm cooked, man. Christian mentioned Wendy's chili, and I'm all sweaty now. So, hey, P2, right? Listen, let's just break it down, okay? P2 on the day, not bad, actually. But I get it. You wanted the championship, trying to go for your third. Didn't happen today, based on the points that we have available to us right now. What are your thoughts, man?
Yeah, I was kind of really humbled, kind of coming into the last race, and was just like, hey, we just need to do the best we can and see how it kind of shakes out. And the first run, I don't know, it just felt different. Unfortunately, I've been kind of dealing with some issues. I don't know what exactly I'm looking for in setups wise now with this new build, but it doesn't really suit me. So I'm having to kind of really save tires and kind of do a couple things a little bit differently than I'm used to, and I'm not really comfortable in doing that, so it's taking me longer to kind of figure things out. But overall, it was a good season. If things kind of went a little bit differently, and maybe I didn't kind of mess up Richmond as bad as I did, probably points probably been closer. Maybe I would have had a better shot, but ultimately, man, Thurston is going to be a great champion. He, performed really well all season. I don't think besides the one time, I think he blew up at Le Mans. I think overall he was, he did what he was supposed to do. He kept me honest, and it was going to be tight in the points to the end. But overall, man, like I said, it was a pretty good race. A lot of back and forth, kind of got into it with Blaze there, and self-spun. Had some damage, had to get that fixed, and it kind of set us up, really. If the caution actually didn't come out, I think Kenny Real self-spun. Actually, I couldn't have made it on fuel. Everybody else had to pit, so it would have been interesting to see, if I could have actually saved enough to actually make it. I think at the time I was a lap to the good, so. A lot of strategy, a lot of different things going on through the whole race. But again, it's a long season, and the way how the points are set up, you got to perform not just by wins, but by points as well. And definitely a couple races I kind of threw quite a bit of points away. So, that's just part of it. But, this is going to be my last race here. at ASRA. So it's a little sad at the same time, but I'm happy to see, what people are going to be able to do, next season. And, it's then right around the corner in 4 weeks. You guys are right back at it. So it'll be cool to kind of watch and see how you guys do.
Yes, sir, man. Always a pleasure to have you. 2-time champion in Brandon Bowie, man. Always a fun time. And yeah, no, I get it, right? Long, lot going on, but always a pleasure, man. Give us a quick shout out real quick to your friends and family sponsors, man. What you got for us?
Yeah, I got to thank, of course, Circle B Diecast, always riding with us. Battle Beaver is our big sponsor for us. Got to thank you, of course, for putting on the league, doing the broadcast. You're a one-man machine right now. Got to thank the competitors as well. We race, each other pretty hard week in and week out. But for the most part, it's pretty respectful. So I definitely appreciate all those guys, racing me clean and working with me to put on a hell of a show for the fans. I gotta thank my family, which allows me to do these races and sometimes watches me, not all the time. I gotta definitely shout out to Bowie Esports, the whole team for doing everything they can to try to win a drivers championship and a team championship. I think this is the first season for our existence here where we did not win the team championship. So passing of the torch. So shout out to Thurston and Adam, and Murphy and Devin, the whole Murphy Esports for, not getting one trophy, but 2 trophies. So it's a pretty big accomplishment to be able to do that. So, like I said, shout out to them. And yeah, I think that's it. I know I'm just rambling, but yeah, I guess I'm realizing that this is the end. So it's been fun, man. I appreciate everything you do for the league, and I can't wait to see what you do next.
Yes, sir, man. Always a good time, man. Hey, we'll catch you next time. Go and have a good night. Have a good off season, whatever it is, and we'll catch you then.
All right, man. See you.
There he is, Brandon Bowie, finishing P2. Yeah, last race today. I know it, but between you and I, chat, like he said this a couple times now, and he's come back. But I think he's for real this time. Hey, a lot of things going on, right? Life gets in the way and things happen. But I think he's got some, some pretty cool plans coming up in the future. So I think you'll hear a lot about Brandon Bowie in the future. Don't tell him I said that though. Silly season definitely already underway. I'll put it that way. Next up in line, Adam Garza. Let's bring in Adam Garza. P1 on the day. Adam, man, holy. Got the dub today. Listen, let's just call a spade, okay? You felt robbed after Homestead, right? and listen, hey, you know what? I'm there enough to like get it, right? I get it. Like I understand. Like, yeah, you know what? We didn't like doing it, but unfortunately, right? The rules are the rules, and that's just what happens. But either way, man, you got the dub today. Huge freaking win, and I wouldn't say dominant, but you were there at the end. You definitely like were there the entire time, but super fast. And once you had the lead, you just didn't give it up. Just talk to us about your race, man. But a huge win.
Yeah, Steve, I knew the entire race that I was one of, if not the fastest car, just through traffic and being able to make passes and keeping the tires on it. There was one run where I was just like on the time charts a little bit, like about a tenth or two faster in the field lap, and I knew from there once we got clean air, it would be set in stone to my confidence at least. But we had to earn it, and I would like to say we added that to the second win of the season, because it should be, but that's over and done with. But like I said, I just can't thank my teammates enough. I can't thank Brian enough, especially. He works so hard, just not only to put this program together, but Brian with real life work. He puts his heart and soul into this sport, and he does everything to provide for his drivers and his family. And he's a mentor of mine, and none of this would be possible if it wasn't for Brian and Greg as well over at Cardano. All those Cardano boys. That one was for you. we got robbed. You know, we missed a few races. We finished second probably about 70,000 times, but, you know, the last race of the season, we got it where it counted. So wouldn't be possible without Greg and those boys over there at Cardano as well. And you as well, Steve, for having me this year in ASRA. It was a different experience for me, but it was all in the end, it was an experience that I learned a lot about myself and the race car, and overall I could say it was a big learning curve for me. So I'm forever thankful for that, and this is a good place, and I can't thank you enough for that.
Hey, yes, sir. It means a lot, honestly. And honestly, all season long, been a contender, always been fast. But the vibes right now for Murphy Esports have got to be huge, right? I mean, win the team championship, which we can officially call on that one. Thurston winning the championship, drivers championship. Again, unofficial, still some points to work out, but the gap was big enough after stage 2 where we can call it. And then you winning, the race today, man. I mean, and we'll ask Thurston in a second, but what are the vibes like right now for Murphy Esports?
The vibes are just high, man. Especially for Brian. He puts his heart and soul in all this, not only, just into racing in general. And, we wanted to go out with a bang. And we won the team championship. And Thurston he was just amazing. I wish I could say I would be the championship, but I missed too many races behind. But there's no other guy that's more deserving than James Thurston. He drove a fantastic season. He's a great guy. He's a great driver. And he carried the banner very well for us, so he's 100% deserving, and I'm super happy for him. And ultimately me just getting that last win, and it's just high. We wanted to go out with a bang, all for Brian and the boys, and we did that. So mission accomplished, and we could hold our heads high and with a smile on our faces and move on to wherever the next adventure is for us.
For sure, man. Hey, awesome job today again, as well as the entire season. Give us a quick shout out, man. Sponsors, friends, and family, whatever you got, dude. Floor is yours.
Yeah, shout out James Thurston on the championship. Well deserved. Congratulations, brother. Shout out Brian and all the Cardano guys, Greg and Cardano Shepherd, and even the sponsors that make Murphy Esports, Drip Draws, and all the sponsors that support us. So can't thank them enough. And we did it. We went out with a bang.
Yes, sir. Awesome job, man. Hey, if it's not here, if it's somewhere else, we're going to support you. Always a good time when you're in the race with us, man. So good luck. Hey, in the future, off season, tonight, whatever you have going on, dude. Always been a pleasure, man.
Appreciate you, Steven. Again, thanks for having me. And, we went head to head a couple of times, but it was all for good reason. Learned a lot about myself, and I'll never forget these times. Thank you.
Yes, sir, man. All right. Have a good night. There he is, Adam Garza, P1 on the day. Again, hey, it's just two men talking, right? I get that, Homestead happened, but unfortunately the rule book is the rule book. We got to go by the thing, right? It's been a talking point all season long, but you know what? He makes up for it tonight in Nashville. Awesome to see him get the W. Let's bring in the champion for today. Man, season 8, unreal. Where is James Thurston? Here he is. Bit of a beat up car on track right here, but where's James? Hold on. Here's the man, James Thurston. Hey, it's still kind of unofficial points wise. Seemed pretty high enough after the end of stage 2. We were keeping track for the most part, but hey, man, champion of season 8, Harpoon Design Cup Series, dude. How you feeling?
Oh my god, dude, it's you don't even know the relief that's been lifted off my shoulders with this. I was curious myself. I did some math. I think I did it right, and I'm pretty sure I still scored more points than he did this race, even having a buffer going in. So it should be locked up. I'm so happy to win this championship. It means so much. I was running so careful that whole race, and then right at the end it started falling apart. But luckily I had gained so many points at that point that really it didn't matter. Just thanks to Brian Murphy so much for this whole season. I wasn't here for Murphy Esports most of their existence, but I was here this season and won them 3 races and a championship. And yeah, I'm super happy right now. I mean, it doesn't even really feel real, but yeah, just thanks to Brian Murphy again, man. I mean, it's kind of sad that Murphy Esports is going out, but at least we went out with a bang. Adam won the race, I won the championship. You just can't ask for anything a lot better than that.
Yeah, man. We were just talking about, Garza, right? Had kind of a man-to-man conversation in the booth. I loved it, right? I mean, obviously hurt feelings and justifiable, even after Homestead, but gets the win today for the team, obviously, and for himself, which is awesome. But you guys, man, I mean, team championship, driver championship for yourself, Garza and Victory Circle. I mean, everything just clicked for you guys in the Murphy camp this season. And it's really cool to see how it all kind of panned out. But obviously, to your point, your season was great. Road course wins and a couple of oval wins, and you just kind of put it all together, man. Very, very cool. What are the vibes like right now in the Murphy camp? It's got to be huge.
Oh my God, I haven't even talked to Brian yet. I'm sure he's super happy. But yeah, I'm just ecstatic right now. I know Adam's ecstatic after winning the race. He really wanted to win this race. No, he really did. So I'm super happy for him. And I mean, dude, I don't even know what else to say. Like, I won the championship. I mean, it's been a great season racing a lot of really great drivers. I'm super happy that I decided to race this league this season. And yeah, man, I just, again, thanks to Brian Murphy. Thanks to Brian Murphy so much for letting me race on his team, race with some great drivers on his team, and just get this thing done.
Yes, sir, man. Awesome job. Again, just really, really impressive season 8 champion. You put your name up there with a lot of big names, right? Brandon Bowie and Mark Whitley and Brandon Six. So to have your name up there is pretty cool. And hey, always a pleasure, man. Give us floor is yours. Time for sponsors, friends. What you got?
Yes, of course. We got to thank Murphy Esports, Cardano, Drip Drops, Moneta, all of these great sponsors on the race car, on all of our race cars. I mean, it's just sad that it has to end today, because I think that we should be racing for a lot more championships, and hopefully I will. But man, it feels unreal. It feels absolutely unreal. Thanks to my dad. My dad and my mom, my sister, they all watch these races, so thanks to them for their support as well. It's always fun having people watch. It's kind of weird feeling,
It is true. It's something that you kind of get used to. But hey, I got to tell you what, you've got a lot of trophies coming your way, man. You got a drivers championship, a couple of in-season tournament wins on your way. Rookie of the year, by the way, for season 8. So there's that. So man, it's just gonna be insane. So we'll talk about that. But a lot of cool things. I don't know where we're gonna fit them all, but it's gonna be.
Yeah, I think I might have to go to Walmart and buy a new shelf.
That's pretty sweet, man. But yeah, so awesome job. We'll catch you next time, man, wherever your plans lead you or whatever it is. It's been a pleasure, man. And hey, season 8 champion, man. Awesome job.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
There he is, today's champion, season 8 champion, James Thurston. Unreal. Got the job done today. Points wise, hey, just made it happen, right? That's one of those things. This format is just super unique, and it's just one of those things that is just different. But he got the job done today by being consistent over the course of these 3 races: Auto Club, Richmond, and then today at Nashville. Adam Garza wins his first race of the season here in Nashville. Man, awesome job. That puts us to 11 different winners on the season, which is pretty incredible. Season 7, I believe, had 12. So very competitive league, and always a good time. Again, big thank you to all of our sponsors here: Harpoon Design, Premier, Race Setups, Hosky, Cardano, Admin Box, Whiplash Simcams, Battle Beaver. Always a lot of fun. Hey folks, if you're interested in joining Season 9, which begins August 19th, join our Discord. ASRA iRacing.com will show all the information that you need, the link to join in and learn more, register, all things like that. So we do all that from our Discord channel. Like us and follow us on X, formerly called Twitter, at ASRA iRacing. You'll see us there too. We'll update some things throughout the off season. That way we can get it going. But registration starts tomorrow. We're wasting no time for Season 9. So jump in the Discord, talk to us, learn more, and we will go from there. But today, Adam Garza, the winner, but the big winner today, James Thurston, the Season 8 Harpoon Design Cup Series champion. Awesome job today. Folks, that's it for us. We're taking the next month off for the off season. You'll see us back here on race day Back on Tuesdays still, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Talladega will be the season opener once more. And we'll be there on August 19th. So be there for us. We might do some fun races in between during the offseason. I don't know. We'll see. Watch our socials. Check out our Discord, and you'll be in the loop. But for race day, my name is Steve. Been a lot of fun. Appreciate all of you. Season long, all year long. Hit the like button, subscribe button. We will see you in a couple weeks for season 9. Have a good night.